clean up my desk, I guess. Oh, oh, itchy eyes. I pick up shit sometimes. I don't even know what I've got. I got these. Paid like a dime for them. Tempered glass screen protectors. A 2-pack for that one. And a single one for this one. It says for the iPhone 8, 7, 6S, and 6 Plus. They're selling. It's just, you know. And this one's iPhone 5.8. I'm guessing that's the size they're talking about. That's the one that's a 2-pack. Doug made spaghetti for dinner. With cheesy cornbread. Hi, Dixie, babe. I said cheesy cornbread. Cheesy garlic bread. It was good, but it was lame on the cheese. I prefer to make our own cheesy garlic bread, but he had already bought it, and we were so busy, so. Oh. I am wearing a bra. It just doesn't look like it because it's a sports bra. And they suck. Oh. Oh. What are you doing up this late, Dixie, babe? I don't know what your time zone is. It's 3:30 for me. Look at these adorable little... Watching who? Oh, I know who you're talking about. I've seen him about 2 years ago, something like that, on someone's stream. Look. Motherfucker. There we go. How adorable is that? This dude is too cute. And I got his little brother here. And this guy's name is Duncan. I don't know what the other two are called because I haven't found... I mean, I found them, but not what they're called. But this one I know is called Duncan. Like, total redneck donkey here. Look at them. What do you watch Whiskey OG do? What does he do? Cat. Clean that little girl. Clean that leg, girl. What you doing, Illy? Illy? Oh, no. Plays guitar and sings. So he's Bergs? Is that where we're at? What? Could you tell me what you have to do to join the boy? You don't have to do anything. It's not a join or... I mean... You're either accepted into Boyd, the people are acceptable to you, you know, or you just bring your own crowd with you and consider yourself Boyd and just bring a crowd from elsewhere and claim they're all Boyd. Yeah, he is OG Boyd, but he came in, I saw him like 2 years ago, and I think the first time I saw him was, I want to say it was 2018. Was the first time I ever saw him. Maybe late 2017, but I want to say it was 2018. It was 2018. Most original Boyd people are, you know, they're gone. I mean, Rosie's still around. Cat Riley's still around. Mallory. Me. Lucky does his own thing. He's OG. He's still around. Most of them are gone. Though, they're like, Kipper's gone. Pounder, really don't see him around anymore. Just wondering, a lot of people claim they are Boyd, but they are not. Well, those are the ones that bring their own crowd with them and claim, now you're all Boyd because I claim I'm Boyd. You see a lot of that, too. There's Kipper! Ah! I just got done saying Kipper's gone. You don't see her around, and there she is. You remember when it was fun, Kipper? You remember that? It was so fun, man. We used to have so much fun on our panels. God. Always lurking. We had so much fun. And we had so many people that we had to keep rotating. Remember on Banger Chat? People would say, I'll step off for a while so so-and-so can come in. Because you could only fit 10 people on the panel. And we always had to, y'all had to rotate. 16-hour hangouts, right? Ends at 8, starts another one. Yeah, we had so much fun. I don't regret the beginning, because with all the bad that came from it, the beginning was just such a blast. I mean, I don't think I've laughed and enjoyed that much from new friends and strangers as I did in 2015, the spring of 2015, when I found everybody, you know. It was fun. You don't regret much? I don't regret it. Had a lot of fun. Kipper is one of the few friends that I've retained from the beginning. I remember when I first spoke to her, it was a response to a comment on one of my scary videos that I posted about a ghost story. And when I was talking to Kipper, I was under the impression that she was a guy, and I really don't know why. And so when she asked for a link to come on my Hangout, I gave her the link and she popped on, and I was like, that's a chick and she's hot. I was like, I don't know why I thought you were a dude, but you're not a dude. And now she ended up being one of my greatest friends. Yes, you were in the garage with your motorcycle. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Jimmy was always up to do something insane. Oh my God. You remember the time he taped his face up? And we just all sat there and watched him, and every now and then we get a snicker. It was just so much fun. So much silliness. It was just... The trolls would pop in and harass somebody and we'd block them. And then they'd come up under another name. They pretty much hijacked the side chat, and we spent a good portion of our hangouts just trying to fucking block the trolls. We had a lot of good fun. I've often considered getting as many of the people back together. Relationships be damned. We don't talk much, but we have each other's back and pick up right where we left off. Yep, that's exactly it. Yep. Agree or disagree, it still boils down to that foundation is always going to be there. Yep. It won't be the same. You're right. There are people that I would never invite to a reunion of OG Boyd. Not even consider it. Oddly, I would invite Jimmy, believe it or not. Because when it was all said and done, and when it come right down to it, he left. He just kind of lingered off and did his own thing. He didn't hang around and do bullshit, you know? A lot of them did. Kevin. I could name at least one I wouldn't invite. I can name, hold on. I can name three. I can name three. But only three. There's only three that I would never even consider. Not even for a second. Yeah. Yep. Then they divorced, and then he met the chick he's with now, and he just kind of did his own thing after that. Like, since all of that, I've seen him multiple times in other people's side chats, and I've said, hey, and he said, hey to me, or he said, hey, Corey, and I've said, hey, Jimmy. I mean, it's like water under the bridge, because it was petty, but there's other people that the shit was not petty, and it just redefined who they were, you know, but there's three of them that probably it was already, the problem I had with them was probably always there. I just didn't notice it yet. It wasn't obvious to me at that time. But I probably wouldn't give them oxygen if they were suffocating, these three people. I'd be like, ooh, yikes, here, I'll call 911 and tell them to come get you. Well, remember he had, oh, you already read that, sorry. But when I start getting about Boyd and the way it is now and how it's pretty much gone, I think back to 2015 and 2016 and just how much fun we had. It's cool. I haven't seen him. I miss him. I really liked him. He's one of the few. If he called and needed help, I wouldn't hesitate. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he played his part in the shenanigans, but like I say, when it comes right down to it, Jimmy's Jimmy. It's just, you know, Jimmy's Jimmy. Yeah, but if I think back to all the people that were on the panel all the time, the cesspool, yeah. Do you remember when he did that dancing video for Brimanda with the hat on? And he was like, you do it like this, and you do it like this. And he started doing all these dance moves. I downloaded that video because I knew he was going to fucking delete it, and he did. It was gone, but I got it. So, I don't even know where it's at. Probably on that old computer I haven't turned on in ages. But, you were about to say that about him doing that dance video. Yeah. Like, almost doing this thank you leg. That's like the people that are in the Boyd recently in the last 2 or 3 years. They have no idea what the Boyd was originally like in 2015, 2016, right? It was just so much fun, you know. I have not. And I think about Frances all the time, and I wonder how the hell she is. I don't know where she's at. Yes, he had a fishing hat and a pair of shorts. You remember it too. See, it left an impact because we both remember it the same way. He set the camera up and explained what he was going to do. Then he backed up and just as cool as a cucumber, he did the fucking dance. He was a character. There's no other way to describe. Jimmy Rance was a character. And even if you got pissed off at him and he annoyed you, you would want to contact him and go, God damn, Jimmy, what the fuck? You know, because y'all remember, everybody that watches this that remembers OG, the original Boyd, will remember me and Jimmy were tight. We were fucking tight. That was my dude, you know. But yeah, I wonder about Frances all the time. How can you not like her? How can you not like her, you know? I still have that baby. It's on the shelf in my bedroom. Yep, Jimmy Jr. I don't know what happened to Jimmy Jr., but I'm sure it's packed away. He's packed away in my stuff in the RV. But yeah, we got Jimmy Jr. And then when I came back to the next stream, I showed him that I had Jimmy Jr. And I thought he was going to fall out of his seat because I was like, you got to pay your Mr. Bubble support. Who are you saying good morning to? Good morning, it's Frances. What do you mean? Good morning, it's Frances. Oh, you mean the way she started her videos? Is that what you're talking about? Do you remember her brick? Frances Brick? I wanted to take the brick when I was at Debbie Lynn's and Frances was there. I wanted to take that brick from her and take it as a souvenir. Yeah, I picked up on that. Don't get mad at me. I wanted to, because I looked out on the back deck through the sliding glass doors when I woke up. I looked out there, and she's sitting out there in her chair doing her brick exercises, and I was like, this is no joke. She just doesn't do that as a put on for her channel. She's out there fucking doing brick exercises, talking to the guy that cut the lawn in the backyard. It was funny. I was like, I'm gonna take that brick. I'm gonna keep it as a souvenir. She would make a video lifting her brick all sweating. I know, right? She considered it exercise, and we were like, you know what? More power to you, babe. You know, her name's Ileana, but I call her Illy. Anna. Watch. Illy. Anna. Oh, Illy. Anna. She's a sweetheart. Her name is Goddess Ileana, but you know, that time was one of the best times of my life. It was great. It was great. Mine too. It really was. Not so much on here now. Boyd's ate up with the bullshit. Boyd's really gone. It's not even Boyd anymore. You know, very few of the OGs are still around. It got saturated with drama and just everyone clout chasing, and you know, everyone left. The fun was over. Who's little man? Is that your cat? I got Goddess Ileana from my daughter Shane. Her name was Sheba then. Kipper, look. Kipper, look. No, it's not. I'm just surprised how many people want to be Boyd or claim Boyd. I know. It's like if you are that anxious to say, I'm Boyd, your existence prior to Boyd must have been really, really, really shabby. Look at that. I mean, you're either Boyd or you're not, but if you got to run around screaming that you're Boyd, you probably need to reevaluate your existence. How adorable. These are little figurines. This one's from 2000, and it's by a guy named John Reyes. That's like what I said. They are not Boyd, yeah. And this one is from 1987, the same guy. So cute. And then here's another one. I got all three of them at a yard sale for $5. All three of them. I was like, how could I pass that up? These things are freaking adorable. So if they don't sell, I don't mind having them because they're so cute. I got contacted by a friend on Facebook tonight that said, hey Corey, something about like, if you have here, hold a minute, I'll tell you what she said. I don't want to get it wrong, and then look like a liar. Hold on. What's in it? That's teeth. That's what's in his mouth. Fucking teeth, dude. Look, see? Isn't he cute? Ain't he cute? He's adorable. He's fucking adorable, man. Hold on. All right. So, wondering if you could share your tips for buying cheap and selling online. I need a side hustle. So, I said, oh, you have no idea. I absolutely, when you have time and we can talk, I can tell you some tips because I learned the hard way. So, you can learn from my mistakes. You said, what's in its mouth? Fucking teeth, man. Kipper, we need to do a live stream on Banger Chat. We need to rebirth Banger Chat. Banger Chat was potentially a really fun meeting place for fun, and only fun, Dixie wants to buy them all. Well, they'll be listed on my eBay. I don't know if they oh, Kipper, I went to a flea market Saturday. Yes, last Saturday. I bought a cassette. Well, I bought 18 of them, and I gave the guy $15 for 18 of them. They were all hip-hop, gangster rap cassettes, but I know that gangster rap and hip-hop cassettes are hot. When we get through some stuff here, we can do a banger. Absolutely. We've got to. If you and me are on there, some more people will join. We'll get Pounder. But I'm going to warn him not to bring politics and bullshit into it. We're just going to have fun. I'm just over all the social injustice shit and the right and wrong. I just want to have fun, So I comped. I just comped one of them and was like, holy crap, this thing's selling for like $27, right? And I told him, I was like, you take 15 for all of me. Well, I asked him, would he take 12? He said, no. He said, I'll take 15. I was like, okay. I already knew I was going to make my money back on one of them, A couple of them were $10, 15. So I get home Saturday night, I list a couple of them. Sunday morning, I wake up, and one of them that I listed for $55 had already sold. Hours. I paid 80. What it broke down to is around 83 cents. And I made $55 on an 83-cent cassette. Whatever that is anyways. Hello, Sophia. Good to see you, girlie. Oh, it's not that anyone cares, Andrew. It's just that, Boyd's just not what it was. It's basically the drama community now. there's no more sitting on panels and just having fun. If you're on a panel, you're trashing somebody, you're fighting with someone on the panel. It's not fun anymore. It's not fun. But, yeah, so I got a bunch of other ones too. Here's some of them. Most of them I've got put up. Ghostface Killer. You see what Boyd has become. It's gross. Oh, God, yes. Look at this haircut. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. I'm going to put a new case to it. The case is kind of grungy, but the rest is fine. I got the rest of them put up. But yeah, man, I made $55 in less than 12 hours off of an 83-cent cassette. I love my job. It's gross. You're right. That's why I want to do banger and just, you know, fun. Look at the newbies chats. They're sickos. Yeah. I don't really even know who does chats right now, Andrew, because I don't watch them. Once I realized that the original chats are dead, they're not there anymore, I would peek in at the new chats and go, oh, this ain't entertainment. Yeah, I was like, this isn't even fun. I'm not laughing. Let's see. No Real Boy chats anymore. Maybe you and Lindy's. What? Seriously? Okay. But yeah, we're going to do bangers and just keep it, you know, yeah, you do, Kipper, you cringe. Someone's being attacked, someone's being dissected, someone's being called out. I know. LCD and a couple of others killed Boyd. LCD was another Elvis, only way more arrogant. At least we knew where Elvis was coming from. Marshall told it like it was. I want your money. I'm here for the money. Pay your taxes to your king. He didn't pull any punches. You knew what he was there for. Oh. Yep. Someone's stealing stuff. What are you talking about? This fucking tape is expensive. They need to get their shit together. I needed really wide tape. This was the only one that was wide, and I needed really wide tape the other day. So, you miss Elvis? I don't even know his number. I have 2 or 3 of his old ones in my phone, but I don't have whatever he's on now. What's going on now? Oh, yes, yeah. Yep. I just want to, you know, like, have fun again. When I have time to, that is. I don't usually have much time. And I cut my hair really short, Kipper. It was like, actually like up to here. Hair shouldn't grow this fast. But I cut my hair off and it's already growing back out, so I'm going to cut it again. I don't want my hair long anymore. It's just too much to deal with. Elbows all up in Facebook. I don't think he will be back on here because of Rosie. Oh, really? He's on Facebook? I know he was on my friends, but I hadn't seen him on. I hadn't seen him, but for real, Corey, when things lighten up, we will schedule the next banger. Yes, ma'am. We'll have a birthday coming up, November 26th, the day after Thanksgiving. It's my birthday. Last year, my birthday was on Thanksgiving, I think. And I did a stream, but I never mentioned that it was my birthday. I just did a stream and talked to everybody. Yeah, I cut like 3 feet of my hair. It's, you know. But yeah, this past year, I didn't even tell anybody it was my birthday. I just wanted to talk to everybody. He's on Facebook doing live post videos on him still from Let's say that there, Boyd. Yeah. Andrew, I don't watch him. I don't watch any of them. I don't watch the drama. I don't watch the trolls. I just don't. I will always respect original Boyd. I will never stoop so low as to watch this fake Boyd shit. Nope. Nope. I know what the fuck Boyd is, and it's not there. I love you too, Kipper. Go to sleep. Give Candace a big hug for me. I haven't heard from Brian, Andrew. The last thing that I heard about Brian, and I'm not even going to give you a guesstimation on the time frame. All I can say is it's been over a year. That's all I do know. He was supposed to be having a kid, and that the rumor, and it was never confirmed, it was just passed around, that he had beat the shit out of this current girlfriend. Yeah, fake Boyd makes me want to puke too. He had beat the shit out of her, and he was in jail again because he's a multiple offender now, because the first one he nearly killed the wife, and he was blocked by the courts from ever having any contact with her or his daughter. You remember all that came out while he was still hanging at Boyd as Amanda. And like I said, there was a rumor going around. I'm not going to set it to stone because I don't know. I should probably check, shouldn't I? Let me check. Kipper knows what's up. You know what I'm doing. Let's see. Let me see. I must be spelling the name wrong. Fuck, how do you spell the name, Kipper? I can't remember. Brian, was it Paralise, right? Some shit like that? Yeah, I remember when Brian did all that. Maybe that's why he isn't around anymore. I think he's in jail, but I don't know. I know that if it's true what they were saying that he did to this new girl, he would be a repeat offender, and yeah, he would be in jail. Definitely be in jail. I had to have spelled it wrong. I had to have spelled it wrong. Let me try again. I'm gonna change this up a bit. Make that an A. There we go. Got it. Let's see where Brian is. I'll see if there's anything under like arrest. I can't remember. It's Parilose. I've seen Debbie has been doing a live. I don't, yeah. All right, that's from 08, 03, 04, 04, 03, 03, 03, 95, 95. All right, there's nothing recent updated on here, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not always updated in the database, so. Relatives. That must be a sibling. The age is too close. All right, well, as far as I can tell, he's not in jail. So... Andrew, what was the name of the old guy that Brian lived with in New Hampshire? Was it Richard? Yeah, okay. That must have been a relative. Always thought it was just an old dude. Must have been a relative, but this isn't showing that he passed away. And didn't he pass away? I thought he passed away. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the best I can come up with. Debbie Lynn. Debbie Lynn is one of the nicest people I've ever fucking met in my life. I love Debbie Lynn. I miss Debbie Lynn. I love Debbie Lynn. I really do. Huh. Donald. Old dude's name was Donald. Remember? Donald. Debbie Lynn is so hospitable and kind. You know, I've stayed in her home twice. Once alone, and once me and Doug drove from Florida to South Carolina to stay with her for the weekend, and just such a good person. Because there was a Richard up there, and I asked y'all if it was Richard. I mean, but like Richard, Donald, they're kind of both kind of drabbish names, so yeah. But they're not showing that the Donald guy's passed away either. But like I say, these things aren't always updated. Let's try Google. You can find some pretty accurate shit there. So maybe there's an updated like record. What? Okay. I think I found a legal thing here. Hold on. I think Old Cat Rally is doing chats every once in a while. Haven't seen Jeff in a long time. Jeff was on, I want to say 3 months ago. It was maybe 2 months ago. Probably 2 months ago. I still want her to make some bologna gravy. Jimmy actually made the Dixie Babe. What has that always been your name? You remember that? That was 2015 shit. You've been around that long? I don't recognize your name. You're for real this time? All right, but Kipper, we got a date very soon. We have a date. We have got a date for Banger Chat to make shit real again, girl. We got to bring it back the way it's supposed to be, old school. Good fun and antics. Go to bed. Love you. I was just talking about Jimmy the other night to Doug. Just one of the antics that popped into my head, and I laughed it off, and Doug laughed, and we went back onto our show. And I got to thinking about that bologna gravy. Later that evening, we went to the store. I don't even know what brought it up, but we were looking for something for dinner, and that fucking bologna gravy popped into my head, and I thought, that still sounds gross. I've tried to wrap my mind around it, but it just sounds fucking gross. I love Debbie Lynn to death, but that just sounds gross. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what, Andrew? You said that, and I was talking to Doug about that about 3 weeks ago. I told him I had not heard from CJ in so long. I was like, and he was a big dude. Me and CJ were tight. He was a big guy. He sent me pictures from time to time. And one of them was a family. It was him and his relatives, and they were in a family shot, and he was in the back, and he's way taller than everybody, and he was big. He has pre-existing shit going on. And with this COVID shit, I told Doug, I said, I wonder if CJ's okay. I haven't seen him around. He hasn't commented on any of my videos. He usually at least will pop in and say, hey, whatever, you know. It's been so long. And Kipper, I can't remember his last name to save my life. Because I was like, I need to see if there's an obituary, you know, because it's just not like him to not be around. I haven't heard from him either. I haven't seen him around in a long time. But he kind of fell off the radar a while ago, you know. I mean, he would pop in every now and then on a side chat. I would see him like comment or whatever, but he wasn't actually around, you know. But yeah, that's what I heard too. You said CJ was a fun dude. It just makes it sad. You know, it makes it really sad. Because it just isn't like him to not be around. And I've got like his number saved in my phone, like 6 numbers, because he kept getting new phones and new, you know, every time. I got a new number, it's my new number. But I don't have anything recent. I have nothing recent. Him and Elvis have nothing recent from either of them since I kind of backed away from everything, you know. Oh, mine and Doug's song just came on. All of Me. What would I do without your smart mouth drawing me in and then kicking me out? Doug was like, I found your song, Corey. That one and the original song he dedicated to me when we were dating, before any babies, in 1989, Led Zeppelin, Thank You. I had never heard that song. And I was a Zeppelin fan. I had never heard that song. And he went into his cousin's bedroom across the hall from the cousin we were hanging with, and he put it on and told his cousin Chucky to shut up and turn the TV down. And he said, listen to this song. And we hadn't been dating 2 months, maybe. And he played that song, and I was like, oh, I didn't know how to react. I was like, that's so sweet. So sweet. Hey, Guns. I was working, and I just got tired of doing it. I didn't want to do no more pictures or drafts, so. We were just reminiscing about Real Boy. No. And I better never hear from him. David Gunn's one of my very best friends in the wide, wide world. I would trust David Guns with my bank account. Shut up, Guns. Don't even say it. You're right. There is no Boyd anymore. That's what I was just saying. It's not the same. It's just not Boyd anymore. It used to be so much fun. It's like, imagine, here's Boyd. It's a store. The store's called Boyd. And you can go inside or you can sit and chill outside in the seating area. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of hens and coyote and Tasmanian devils in cages on a truck. The truck flipped. All of those came barreling down the sidewalk in front of Boyd, and were just in and out, and never left. And everyone that was sitting around chilling on the sidewalk just bolted. They just bolted. The hens, the coyote, and the Tasmanian devils just kind of showed up, and the chill factor of Boyd was gone. I'm not Boyd, whatever it was anyways. I was just around. Oh, bullshit. You were fucking Boyd. You were OG Boyd. You were OG Boyd. You just can't wash that off like that. No, sorry. There's not enough cleanser in the world. Then give me your bank account. I just said don't start your shit. I knew you were going to do that. Info with passwords. Let's see how much you trust me. I know that everyone hate him. Yes. Yeah, Boyd definitely got invaded by some seriously ratchet bullshit. You wouldn't want it. I was thinking about making me an alcoholic beverage. Has guns kept you up to sniff on the CD and candy drum if I get meh? I mean, we talk, but I don't know her, so. Yes, guns, you're right. Yeah. And I was the right one for the bullshit. I was the right one for it. He got the right bitch for his shit. Fucking pervert. The fucking pervert, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, I know what guns looks like. So that shit was funny to me, Andrew. Well, I was like, dude, what the fuck? No, I don't talk about that shit. People, when me and guns talk, without disclosing what we talk about, I'm just going to say, well, I mean, I'll tell you that generally, recipes, he gives me shit about old stuff. Maybe random things here and there in the news once in a while. The boys, Doug. I mean, we just talk. We're friends. We just talk about stuff. That's basically. Who do I ask to join Boyd? You don't ask anybody. Like Andrew's like, oh, I'm not Boyd. Bull fucking shit. You're Boyd. Like I said, there's not enough cleanser in the world to get that stink off. You're Boyd, motherfucker. Oh, apparently you can just storm the room and scream, I'm Boyd! And it will be so. Right back, I just set myself on fire. What? Hey, Troy. It's when the random wrench appears commonly. We talk about real life stuff just like the other friends I have on YouTube. That's it. That's exactly it. There you go. Yeah, you're fucking Boyd, dude. You were around in 2015. For a fact. I know it for a fact because I remember you. Thank you, Guns. You're right. Me and Kipper are going to have us a banger chat. We're going to do a banger chat. It's going to be fun. Yes, he is. Don't let him forget it either, Guns. Don't let him forget it. Pounder, I know, me too. I love Pounder. He's one of my other best friends in the fucking world, man. I love him. I mean, he's like one of them ones I can tell Guns, I fucking love you, man. I can tell Pounder, I fucking love you, man. Pounder tells me he loves me. I love you, Corey. It's my bitch, man. I fucking love him. Wear a body condom and boil your body in bleach when you're done with Boit. Yes. No matter how hard OG Boit tried, we could not get the contamination out. So people just left. Said, fuck it. There's no hope. It's a lost cause. It's kind of like trying to bail out a boat as it takes on water. Eventually, you just jump ship. It's a lost cause. Actually, it's more like trying to treat an STD. You just keep taking antibiotics and using ointments and creams, and sometimes there's just not enough antibiotics in the world for that STD. That's the infestation on Boit. That's the infestation. An itchy, pustulous STD. Ugh. I just made myself gag. One of my daughters, yeah, it was one of my daughters, sent me a picture about 2 years ago. And it was of a woman's STD in Africa, some lady in Africa that was a prostitute. And I was like, oh, why did you send me that? And they responded, because if I can't unsee it, you can't either. Yeah, it is, Andrew. It really is. You might say something now, and a year later, someone from Boit will bring it up again, and you will be, wait, no, Guns. A year later? Try 5 years later. Try fucking 6 years later. People need to get out and get some sunshine, for real. Like, 7 years later, 8 years later, same tired shit, never changes, same fucking script. I mean, I've been doxxed. All I can say is if anyone comes rapping on my door, they got the right one. That's all I'm gonna say. They got the right fucking one. Did you watch the YouTube video I sent you about the two guys? God damn it, no, I still have it. Let me put it on. I'm a terrible friend. I done told you that, Guns. I'm an awful friend. I'm such a bad friend. Oh, shit. I can't. I was going to broadcast it up there, but I can't because... I'd have to go on my phone to broadcast it up there, and I can't do that. Shit. And that video looked interesting to me, too, and I want to watch it. I just keep fucking forgetting shit, man. And I'm always trying to find something to watch. You should have heard Doug. I'm always trying to find shit to watch while I'm working. If I don't want to listen to my music, I'll just find something to turn on the TV up here and watch something while I'm working. But Doug's talking some crazy shit tonight. Selling this place, selling the other RV, and buying another RV and living in an RV park. He was like, oh, you'll save so much money. I'm like, yeah, RV lot in a decent RV park, you're looking at around $700 a month. But you still have to get your own internet because you can't use the RV internet, the RV park internet, because it sucks. I said, so you got your internet bill still. You have your lot rent, which is about $700 for a decent park. I started kind of calculating the math for him and saying, then of course we have to rent a storage spot for all of our stuff because we're resellers. And I don't care much about the crazy these days. Why I nuked most of social, aside from YouTube, to watch stuff. Rarely I say anything anymore because it don't feel worth it anymore. That's true. Boy, it is like amnesia. They say one thing, then a few years later the story changes. Then someone posted what you said. Then you finally remember what you said. Yeah, in a way. Yeah, that does happen. But then there are times that people just try to change the story just randomly. So, I mean, there's that, and we've seen that all over Boyd. But, he was talking about all that, and I started doing the math in my head. I said, we can do the numbers later, but it looks like you might be saving maybe a couple $100 a month. That's it. He went, that is true. He said, I'm just trying to get out from under that place and be a little more, not so much over our heads right now. We could save money and buy something even sooner. And I'm like, we'll do the numbers later. We're not going to write it off, but we'll do the numbers later. Troy Fox, and that is why I only talk to a couple of people now from YouTube in real life, but we've been friends for years. Yes. Oh, they're always change stories to suit their narrative. Yeah. Still waiting for your rich uncle to get out the poorhouse. Aw. And most RV parks have an average 10-year limit on the RV unless it's like a special restore. Heavy rules. A lot less freedoms. Thankfully, it's not like that here. Thankfully. Stick to what you guys wanted to do. Buy a lot and move on it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But we're having a hard time finding a lot that will permit a single wide. So that's a problem. I told him I haven't written anything off. I've been looking at industrial things too, like a warehouse, not a giant one, not like a freaking Amazon ware, but just a good sized one, and build an apartment inside of it, or like on a second floor, and live in it and work from it. I wanted to do that when we lived in the RV behind Doug's job, the last job that he had. I loved the warehouse that we were behind. I freaking loved it. It had a big area in the back, a big area in the front, storage up above. The office had its own entrance away from the warehouse. And the office was like small, but it had a full bathroom and an upstairs. So it could have been a small apartment easily. It had everything you would need. And I told Doug, I said, man, if we could find something like this, but not this big. This is a little bigger than we need, but something like this would be freaking ideal. We could park the RV inside. We could just put the fucking RV inside. So I've definitely been looking. It's a trust fund baby, and she was paying all of LCD. What is it with everybody claiming to be trust fund babies? There's so many people out there that claim that shit. Where do you hear 99 left balloons? Where do you hear that at? At this point, just nice bit of land away from everyone, like a nice full lush forest. I'd rather get visits from foxes or even Bigfoot. If y'all want to know about me, my husband will be on retirement soon. Soon. Do I live better than... So I live better. He works a job. Well, I'm trying to make things work here so that my husband can retire really soon. He's 52, and we really want him to be able to retire from a standard basic job in the next year. If we don't do it in a year, we'll do it in 2. But that's one of the things that really drives me to do what I do is that. And it's so nice that I can buy my own things and I don't have to rely on him to buy my regular shit, Say, is their trust fund? The monthly government check must be nice because I've never gotten one of those. But yeah, so like he would get a job just part-time for a while until we knew we were where we needed to be. And then he would be able to completely quit and work doing what I do, which we are both so excited to see happen. I mean, so excited to see it happen. Every time I think I have tapped every possible resource to resell, I find something else that has value and go, well, goddamn, now I can keep my eyes peeled for that shit too. That's like this thing right here. Hold on. Where the fuck did I put it? I have I just had it. Oh, here it is. I went to the flea market last weekend where I got the cassettes. And this chick had like belt buckles and they were worth money, but they were representing things that I do not support and I would never fucking sell. So I skipped on them and they were cheap and I could have made a lot of money on them, but I'm not a sellout. You know what I'm saying? So, she had this sitting there and I thought, that looks like some techie shit right there. Right. So I asked her, how much do you want for this? And first I looked it up and similar ones are selling from this company. They're selling for like $180. So this woman, I had been talking to her and she didn't seem like she really knew what the fuck she had half the shit up there. And she was throwing a $1 price tag to people. Oh, $1 for this, $1 for that, $2 for that. And I was like, Jesus Christ, she's giving stuff away. But none of it was stuff that I could sell and make anything on. The banger chats would be fun if you could pull some of the OG ladies on panel. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's weird to see people from Boyd so deep in the deep. Do you see even... I don't mess with them lunatics, but a few liars I've been dealing with. Yeah. So anyway, this was selling for like $175 or roundabout. I got to get a power cord. I don't have the power cord. It's an oddball one. I got to go get one of those. I'm going to look online to get it. And I said, how much do you want for this HDMI port thing? She went, $5. I went, I'll give you $5 for that. I was like, what the fuck? Really? $5? This thing is selling for between $150 and $175. Sure, I'll give you $5. So I mean, every time I think I have tapped every resource to resell and make massive profit, I find something else. I'm always keeping my eyes peeled for electronics. Always. And parting things out, There's just too much money to be made out there for Doug to keep working for the man. But we've got to get it straight. We've got to get it together. We've got to get regular resources. I was supposed to buy this lady's leftovers at her yard sale, but we exchanged numbers, and she called me up that night and said, hey, Corey, it's so-and-so, at my yard sale we talked. And I said, oh, well, yeah, hey, how are you? And she said, I'm done. I'm not having my yard sale tomorrow. I'm boxing it all up now. She said, how much you want to give me for it? Because I told her, when you're done with your yard sale, give me a call and, I'll give you a price. I didn't even really look that good at the shit. I picked up this. I picked up those 3. That's all I got from her sale. Doug got a coat and a Harley shirt. And, let me see. Julie, who's Julie? That's how I got a lot of Old cast iron cookware from people that didn't know what they had. Things have changed more. People have learned about cast iron now. Yeah. Only thing is he don't retire until April 24th, 2022. That's not that far off, so that's good. He hanging there. But anyway, she calls me up and she's like, she wants to do business now, like right now. And I'm like, I haven't even, I said, well, I'll come by and I'll look at everything and get a better feel for what you have. She knew I was a reseller. She was fine with it. And she told me she had Christmas stuff galore in the shed. It was her in-laws. Her in-laws had both passed away and they had a lot of old Christmas decorations. And I know where the money's at. I've never talked to her. What are you talking about? I ain't never talked to that bitch. But so she was just too anxious to dump it on me, and she goes, well, I'm boxing it up. Are you ain't gonna be able to look at it? I said, well, just don't seal the boxes and I'll just look through it, when I get there under the cardboard. She went, all right, so what are you thinking? Like what? For everything. I literally just told her that I need to look at the stuff. So I was like, I just don't know. I told Doug, and then she goes, how about 100? Well, my main interest was all the Christmas shit in her shed that she couldn't get to yet because she broke her foot. But a couponer, no, I don't really sell retail stuff like that. I sell old shit. I sell hard to find shit. I sell parts to appliances. Sounds like so got lazy. Didn't want to work another day and hope you were dumb and bad at all. Yeah, it was probably well worth it, but it was along the lines of a category I really don't sell. She had a lot of little town figurines, like the little houses and the stores. They were about this tall though. They were pretty good size. And I didn't even look at those while I was there. I saw them, but I never flipped them over and checked them out for names or makers because I don't sell that kind of stuff. I picked these guys up because they are marked. They have the years on them. And this is one of them deals where if they don't sell, I don't mind because I love them. They're adorable. But, and I gave her 5 for all 3 of them, fuck it. But I told her I'd give her a call back. I said, I had to push her off. I was like, yeah, I won't have access to any of my finances until Monday. It's the weekend. And she went, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I'll give you a call back. I just didn't call her back. I was like, she was way too anxious. We're talking 4 hours, 5 hours after the yard sale meetup there when I met her. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, Andrew, but nah. You got 100 toothpaste and washing powder. Yeah, a lot of folks do that. Stock up with coupon and stuff. Yeah, but I basically just sell clothing and, well, gosh, I sell everything. But I really don't do retail stuff like that. I'd rather tinker and fix tech because it's what I know. Still want to set up a workbench and fix stuff. Yeah. And there's a lot of resellers in the area that fix things and then sell them in my area. They buy them cheap, fix them, and then sell them for like way more than what they spent on them. Whew. Ooh. Looking at these fucking donkeys and it's cracking me up. I mean, like, this is what I'm looking at here. Follow one cute couponer. You will never do without. I don't have time to coupon, honestly. I use the Ibotta app from time to time. I'm just so busy. My brain cells are so focused on making money that the Ibotta app I use to save a little. And if I see some coupons and I find something in them, but I can't obsess over coupon. I just cannot. I don't have the room to stockpile like when you coupon and you can get multiple. I just don't have the room. I barely have the room for my reselling stuff. Yes, David, I have. And there's a lot of competition out there for that. They don't go cheap around here. They do not go cheap. Do you know anyone who talks to her? I was wondering. I'd like to talk to her to try to do some OG Boy chats. I might have planned. I don't mess with her. I ain't never messed with her. Yeah, me and Doug get VCRs, and the majority of the time, if the VCR does not work, like if it keeps spitting the tape out, or it won't take the tape, or it won't play, it's a broken band. The bands get dry rotted and they pop off, or they break. Most of the time, they just pop off. You rarely see them break. So you open it up, you put a new band on, and it's good as new. You buy it for $5 and you sell it for upwards of $100, $65 to $100. Not a bad deal. Uh-huh. Yeah. Andrew, you're talking about somebody that I never messed with. I don't have anything to do with her. 13 pillows at Kohl's for $20. Oh, nice. Bed pillows or throw pillows? Now, Dixie Babe, I do love the clearance aisle. I really love the clearance aisle. You talking about Julie guns? I saw a video of hers not long ago. It kind of popped up on my feed, and I thought, how curious. I don't have a reason for this to show up on my feed. And I realized I was under an old account that I really don't use a lot. Corey's Broken Give a Damn. And apparently she's on that one. I'm not subscribed to her. It's just that apparently I've looked at her videos in the past on that one years ago. Let me see. You're still talking to Ellie. Maybe she can get a hold of her. I haven't talked to Ellie in a long time. She quit speaking to me and I didn't know why. And then she started talking shit about me and I couldn't figure out why. Then someone told me it was because I forgave Kat and wasn't mad at her anymore. And that made Ellie mad. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Alrighty. So I was the bad guy then. And my heart was broken. No, it wasn't. I was good. I was good. But no, Ellie doesn't talk to me. I think Ellie and Greg basically both dropped off at the same time. And then someone who knows them said they didn't drop off. They're under troll accounts. And I said, what troll accounts? They said, I'm not going to tell you. I said, okay, doesn't matter. I just thought maybe, since you were being open, you would say it. But, yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen her name pop up anywhere in a long time. A really long time. I'm talking back when, Cooper was doing his hangouts. That was the last time I saw her. I miss Cooper. I miss Cooper just knowing that he's not going to be back. I hate that. Really, I think about Cooper a lot. Almost got a couple you saw at the Goodwill. A dual unit, you should have grabbed it. But a gamble, I cannot. What I have left goes into my gas tank after Bill's driving to the doctor's. Oh, yeah, if you got something together, you won't have to worry about me showing up. There's certain people that I've never done a hangout with, and I never plan to. I've never done a hangout with her. Ever. I think the people out there that will do a hangout with pretty much anybody are desperately trying to build some kind of existence on Voight clout. It's just clout chasing, trying to build this a posse. I'm the one that stands in the crowd and says, I'm in a room of 15 and I can't fucking stand 14 of you. I don't care. I'll say it. I don't give a shit. If somebody goes, hey, give me a link, I'll be like, yeah, I'd rather not. I don't think you're a nice person and you won't be joining me. You know, I'll say the unpopular thing. I don't fucking care. The reason I quit coming on and doing that, because you remember me, Andrew, I would tell somebody right fucking quick, is because I started saying it to people who had mental instabilities and lost their minds. Like they would lose their minds. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to stay to myself, because if I come on here and tell them the reality, they're going to lose their minds. So I'll just not say it. I'm not looking to build anything. Oh, no, not you. But to try to get the real old school facts right. So not like I could test them properly. Yeah, exactly, Troy. Partly. Why I didn't get the... Yeah. Do you remember that time, Andrew, in 2015, she started GoFundMe? That will never go away. So many people got screenshots of her actual GoFundMe. She was trying to raise like $50,000. She said that her renters had become squatters and tore her home up that she rented to them and wanted $50,000. And people were like, no, you've got insurance for that. So she took it down. But she tried. It was back when everyone was doing these GoFundMes. You remember that? Everybody was doing fucking GoFundMes. And she was like, I'm going to do a GoFundMe because poor me with this rental that I own. And people gave her shit, so she took it down. It's been straight, yeah. But it's not worth it when when the person you're straight shooting with can't process it. They just can't process it. So it's not worth it. I mean, it has to matter to me. And most of it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Remember that? LOL, they trolled her over it. They really did. They gave her so much shit. That's about as bad as the guy that wanted to get assistance and people to donate to him because the leather seats in his boat or RV or something were torn. And they were like, oh, poor baby. What the fuck? Jesus. I just can't live like this. I have tears in my leather seats. Money is the root of all evil. If it's used wrong or desired for the wrong things, yes. People will do some nasty things. They will do nasty things more than just steal. You know, you think, oh, you reach in, just take, steal. They'll do some pretty bad stuff. Come on, be my baby. I'm in love with the shape of you. I would be like, shut the fuck up and get some cheap seat covers, right? And I think someone actually did say that. I can't remember who it was. It was a guy in another community. It was like a boat community or some shit. Or use an old bed sheet. Right. I mean, GoFundMes are for, like, medical problems, or someone passes away and you have to pay for the funeral, or someone gets really, really, really sick and they can't pay their regular bills. Or, there's your car breaks down and you don't need a hand out, you need a hand up. That kind of thing. I mean, they fall in love with your mom, you steal your inheritance. Oh my God, for about $10-$50 you can get new leather seat covers. Right. Yeah, but that's what it reminded me of. And a lot of other people, they were like, no, we're not going to donate to you because you're you're a landlord and your renters are horrible. No. Have you seen Tucker has deleted all his social media sites, his Twitch and YouTube and Twitter? I haven't had any interactions with Dave in a couple years. The last interaction I did have with him was shocking. It was shocking and hurtful. So, yeah, no interaction. I don't know nothing about that. Like when you're 77, what'd you say? 77-year-old mommy falls in love with a 44-year-old boomer. Should I have issues with my Jeep right now, but not going to ask for handouts on the net. Family maybe, just not mine. There was a rumor going around that he passed away, or he went to jail. Really? Hondo, I heard he still has that. I think it's called, where you can live stream like YouTube. Well, if he passed away, he wouldn't have been able to delete his stuff. Think about that. So, and his family would not. Like, if I passed away, my kids wouldn't be like, let's go delete her social media. That's going to be like the last fucking thing they're going to be thinking of, you know? I shared a meme about losing your parent, and I can't read it out loud, and I didn't realize it until tonight when I was telling Doug about it. And I went, fuck. He went, what? I said, I can't read it out loud. And I started getting emotional, and he went, what? I said, I didn't realize I couldn't read it out loud because I hadn't tried to. I was reading it to myself, but I can't read it out loud because of Shane's comment. You know, my daughter Shane commented on it. And it was about losing your parent. I can't read it because I will lose it. I will start crying. But it was about losing your parent, and then it's like they're gone, but you forget it. And you think, even though you're never going to see them again, you think you're gonna, because, you know, they're always there. And then when you realize you're never gonna, you have to experience losing them all over again. Heartbreaking. And Shane's comment just broke my heart. But yeah, she would not be concerned about deleting my social media, I can promise you. She would keep it alive and going because it would be part of, you know, what I did. And so she would always keep it up. What is D Live? I've never even heard of that. Andrew! What a fucking asshole! Well, I ain't gonna miss him. He was another one of my buddies. I've confided in him quite a bit. In the beginning. Where you can live stream and not have to worry about copyright stuff. Oh, okay. Like Periscope. Yeah, I've still got my Periscope. I just don't go on it anymore. It is exploitation of the elderly. What is, Dixie Babe, that website that they're talking about? Oh.
There has never been a better time to work at Amazon. Right now, they are offering higher sign-on bonuses and more hourly pay. Earn
Oh,
double
your
commission
mom. Oh,
and
oh.
full-time jobs with flexible shifts and changes in your life. You can start working
My
anytime you
parents,
need. Amazon also offers
they don't live
24/7
close to
customer
any of the
support and
family. They
restoration support
intentionally moved
so you can reach your highest potential.
far away
Learn today
to
how
another
Amazon
state,
is
away
transforming lives.
from
Amazon is proud to be an equal
everyone,
opportunity employer.
uh, where they were at, and gave their home away. They just gave it away. You remember the Glam Periscope, Glam's drama? Everyone would rush over there to see who she was talking crap about back in the day. Yeah, yeah, I did Periscope. I saved all mine. I've got all mine. I downloaded every one of them. I'm proud of my Periscopes. I ain't got shit to hide. And I still stand behind every fucking thing I said on my Periscopes. And they're posted on YouTube for anyone to see. That's my legal right. This bummer sold her house, and he chose. Aw. What was I just saying? I lost my train of thought. See what happens when I'm having a good chat and I'm tired? I slept until 2:30 today. Doug stayed home. Things got dead at work this week. So he went part day yesterday and came on home. I messaged him and was like, hey, I'm finally laying down because I'd stayed up all night. My hours are all fucked up like a newborn. And he was like, no problem. Just make sure the door's unlocked. I'm on my way home in a little bit. I was like, okay. I didn't ask why. If he's coming home, there's a reason, and he ain't got to check in with me. I'm not his mama. But when he got home, he told me. I was still up. No, that time, no, it wasn't. I was already asleep because when I did wake up, it was 5:30. So that was Wednesday. And then today he didn't go in at all. When I woke up, he was still in the bed, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing still here? He was like, already called. He's like, they don't have the order in yet, so there's no point in me being there. And I'm thinking, you could be on the clock and make money. You might be bored. And he was like, I'm not sitting there being bored. I'll just fucking stay home. We got shit to do around here anyway. So he's going in tomorrow because they got the order coming in. He's got a lot to get done. That's terrible. I mean, there maybe get an attorney. There may be something legal you can do. You might even be able to contact legal aid if it involves an elderly parent, and find out if there is anything you can do. Legal aid should help you because your parent's elderly. The craziest thing happened today. Check this shit out, y'all. I sold a meat grinder. Picked it up for $14 at the thrift store. In the box, maybe been used once. It's a whole setup, the whole shebang. Electric meat grinder. The lady was $100 all in when she bought it. So how it works is when you buy something on eBay and the seller goes to ship it, the seller goes to the sold items and they click on ship, print your label to ship it, and it pops up this other page. All you have to do is make sure your measurements and your calculations on your weight are correct. It'll show you the options to ship it, FedEx, UPS, the postal service, all that. The address and everything that is on file with eBay from that eBayer who bought it will be up there. You have no control over that. You can change it, but you should never change it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because under the eBay protection plan, if you change that address in any way, even if you change it from RD for road to ROAD to road, for the spelling it out, which they don't ever ask you to do that, but I'm just giving you an idea. Something that small, if something happens with the shipment, you are no longer protected through the eBay seller plan. So a lot of folks don't know that, but if you're a seller on eBay and you didn't know this, do not fucking do that. I'm not reading the side chat, just so y'all know. I want to tell you what happened, or I'll lose my train of thought. Okay, so I sent it on its way to a place in Doral, Florida. That's what it said on the sticker, so I sent it. I thought the address looked a little odd. Ain't my place to understand the postal setup, so I didn't pay it no mind. I sent it through FedEx. So I get a message today. It's when can I expect my meat grinder here? I checked the tracking. It says it was delivered, but it's not here. It's not at my house, but it was delivered. And I was like, you'll have better luck than me. Check your local FedEx. They would know. Okay. I'm under the impression it went to a different house. This stuff happens. It just does. I've never really had the problem with it, but I know it happens. Okay. And then I get to looking at it, and then she messages me again and says, I don't live in Florida. I live in Arkansas. And I went, well, did it go to Arkansas? I shipped so much shit I couldn't remember, right? And I was like, what is she telling me that for? I live in Florida. That don't mean shit. So I go to the tracking and I click on view the tracking history, and it shows me that it was delivered in Miami, Florida. I sent it to Doral, Florida, and I go look at the address on file, and it says Doral, Florida. She tells me I live at this road in this place in Arkansas. And I looked at the address that I sent it to. Her address is in there, but there's a second address mixed in with it. I don't even understand it. I have no fucking clue. I immediately told her, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to find out. I just called the automated thing, and it was signed for by someone by this name. I don't know why they signed for it. I did not send it in need of a signature. That would cost extra, and if they don't pay for it, I don't do it. Or if it's not like a big, huge ticket item, and $100 is not really a big, huge ticket item. So, I called FedEx. They were open till 10. Shockingly, I called the Miami FedEx that would have delivered that and talked to the guy. He opened a case for the missing item. I said, but I'm trying to find something out because I Google searched the address in Florida that it went to. I took her address out of it and just looked at the address in Florida. It doesn't exist. Now, how did you deliver a package to an address that legitimately does not exist? He said, I really don't know, but you are insured. This package is insured. We are going to open a case. You'll hear from us in 24 to 48 hours. I said that I just want to make sure we get the ball going on this and find this woman's item. I messaged her back and told her, I'm on it. We're going to resolve this. We're going to make this right. If we're not able to, we'll let eBay step in. And I think this should be covered under your protection plan and mine. See. She said, Andrew, she said that wasn't always her name, because I've never seen her name, but she said she changed her name. But yeah, so here, this package I sent had some random address, and it was supposed to go to Doral, Florida, ended up going to Miami, Florida, should have gone to Arkansas, which isn't even mentioned in the address that was on the thing. Her street address was on there, but not Arkansas. It was like, up here was the street address in Florida, followed by her street address, followed by Doral, Florida, and the zip code. But then it ended up in Miami. None of this makes any sense. It was signed by somebody by this. I got the name here. I'm not going to put it out there. Basically, the last name is Garcia. I mean, you're not going to find that person, obviously. But when I Googled that road, that address does not exist. It is a business. It's an industrial area where there's like shops that do imports and exports and stuff. So the address was, say for instance, it was 8344, and there was no 8344, but there was an 8364. And I told Doug they may have taken it to 8364, thinking the sender got it wrong by one. What should have happened is it should have been deemed undeliverable and should have been returned to sender. That's what they should have done, and they did not. So I'm hoping they find it, or else what'll end up happening is eBay will refund on their dime. She'll get her money back and I'll get to keep mine. I've had that happen before where eBay says, oh, this wasn't your fault. This happened in shipping. You keep your money and we're going to refund her. You're covered. As a top rated seller, you're covered. So that's happened. Always accepted me for... But, so that was a weird thing that happened today. That was a really weird thing that happened today. Doug came in the room and he was asking me something, and I was just sitting here baffled, and he went, "What's wrong?" I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on. And then I showed him what it was, and he looked at the address and went, "That's not even an address. That's two addresses." I went, "I know. What the hell?" I said, if I had changed it, I wouldn't be protected. I couldn't do nothing to this. I mean, super weird. But hopefully I'll hear something tomorrow. They'll call me back. And I can just tell you, when I was done talking to this guy at FedEx, I said, "Thank you so much. You've been incredibly helpful." And let me just say that FedEx is miles ahead of the United States Postal Service. I have tried to make a claim on 2 items for insurance because it's covered, the shit that I send, and they have not paid up ever on any of the insured things that were lost by them. Never. Hi, what is it? Jono P? Hi, JP. Noodles is boy. And John Camillo is the new boy. Not... Who the fuck is John Camillo? I keep hearing people talking about Camillo and seeing shit about... I don't know who the fuck that is. I am still waiting for the stuff I bought from your eBay store. It's been about a month now. What the fuck? You ain't bought nothing, and your money's no good in my eBay store, motherfucker. Your money is no good. I would not take your money. Who the fuck is Noodles? See, I dipped when shit got weird. I dipped. I know Cat Riley. I know Jimmy. I know Shay. I know Ricky. I know Pounder. Yeah, I know all the boy. I know all the old boy. I know Rosie, obviously. I love Rosie. She's coming here. She said this winter, so I get to see her again. The last time I saw her, I had baby Jack with me, and I couldn't go to the bar with them. But this time I'm not going to have the boys, because whether Will knows it or not, Hollywood Care Bear, whether Will knows it or not, as Guns calls him, good old what's his name, he's going to be watching Aaron and Jack while I go out and have a drink with my Rosie girl. I know. They change their channel all the time, and I fucking love them. Molasses Murphy is Boyd, so fuck it. Go tell them they are not Boyd and never will be. I don't even know who the fuck is that a real name, Molasses Murphy? I have no idea who that is. No idea. Neither of them are Boyd. They came in from 6699. This is a troll group. Oh, they're from troll groups? Really? Love all the family photos. Kids. Oh, thank you. You follow my community page? I don't really have time to do videos and edit and stuff. So I just like to post things, on my community page. It's quick. It's way easier than trying to do a whole video. I truly just don't have fucking time. Yes, it will be fun. I haven't seen Rosie. Like I say, when I met up with, it was Rosie and Missy Jen, Dory Lynn and her husband, Cooper and his cousin. That's when I met his cousin. He's so adorable. I love him. Even watched it. Wasn't that funny? The uncomfortable grunt with direct eye contact. Oh my God. She's too funny. She's too funny. Oh God. I mean, what mom or grandma hasn't looked deeply into the eyes of their adorable child and gone, "Hi, sweetie," only to see them go, "Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something here?" I thought you were like looking at mama, but you were just concentrating. We're not boy, but they claim to be, so go tell them they're not. I ain't telling nobody shit, girl. I ain't, nope. I am not tangling with the crazies. I'm not doing it. These people that are on here now, they have too much fucking time on their hands. And stupid shit matters so much to them. It's like, are they seriously fighting about this? Do none of them have anything to do? Like, at all? I remember when I was bored. And it was fun to play with the slows, but Rosie wanted to meet up with me last time she was in Chicago, but Elbow was crying to her not to meet with me. We were supposed to meet with Elvis 2015? 2016. And he had to leave, go back to Chicago. And he called me and said, "Corey, I'm not going to be able to meet you guys, so don't drive here." We were going to drive to Tampa to take him out to eat and meet him, but he said he was leaving on leaving on a plane or a bus or something right then. You don't want to tell them that they will go in real life on you hard. They're all trolls. Andrew, that is troll shit. That they're all trolls. I don't care what nobody says, they're all fucking trolls. They don't even, not that they're trolling. I'm just saying they've got troll mentalities and they don't even realize it. They have no fucking clue. When I arrived about 5 years ago, the Boyd was a funny community. Now I don't know anyone who claims Boyd. Yeah, we had so much fun. Oh, Kipper was in here a little bit ago. Me and her are going to do a banger chat soon. She's got some things she's dealing with at home right now, getting some things done. And when she gets all that done, we're going to have us a banger chat on Banger Chat channel. Yes, we are. I just kind of hung Banger Chat up for a little bit because, I had the boys and I just didn't have time for Banger Chats. And it kind of got dusty and Molasses Murphy was the girl who gave out the Berg's prick pic. Why did she do that? So did he like pervertedly send it to her without her wanting it? Is that what happened? Or did he like trust her and then she betrayed him? Because that can be taken either way. So fill me in. I will go tell them and let's go real life then. LOL. Yeah, right, Guns. There you go. I've met now on the new people that have been coming around Boyd for about 2-3 years. There's a handful of them that I like, but I don't like watch them or anything. But I have no problem with them. It's Banger Chat. No, it's Banger, man. Banger Chat. Because I started on this channel doing chowder bangers. And then I started the Banger Chat channel just to do strictly for streams so I could focus more on this channel doing videos. But then life changes and, things happen. This is where if I stream, I'm not going to send out any invites. But if I do a stream on Banger Chat, that's when I'll send out invites. Ah, come on, Guns. A good dick pic never hurt nobody. I do not know who Molasses Murphy is. I swear to you, I have no fucking idea. These names y'all are talking about, I have no clue. I'm just none. He gave it to her. He got butthurt when she went on a panel and talking about him liking nasty stuff. Then she shared his news. Wait a minute, I think I did hear somebody shared a clip of her talking about it. I think I heard a little clip. That was months ago, like way back. Whose stream was that on? I can't remember. Like, I'll pop in and just listen at something, and then I'll leave. I'll be like, yeah, this ain't my gig. And then I'll leave. Every now and then I will put a stream up on the TV here while I'm working. And I'm in and out of the room. So I miss some of the stuff. I catch some of the stuff. It just depends. I'm not like locked in like it's a soap opera and I don't want to miss anything. It's not that. It's something to listen to in the background. You streamed on here. It was for solos or you had a strike. LOL. Wait, what? He gave it to her. He got butthurt. Then she went on a panel. Okay. She also gave a guy a BJ live. And what? Andrew, come on. That's a big, are you sure? That's a big accusation. That was around the time I unsubbed Rosie. Don't ever send me boob pics. It pisses me off, right, Corey? I sent him a picture of this chick's boobs, and it was a candid shot. I made sure I Googled a candid shot. And I told Doug, I said, I'm going to send this to Guns. He went, why? I said, he's going to think they're mine. I'm going to see what he does. And I sent it. He was lit. I don't know, Guns, you seemed more, not so much angry as you were offended. And then I felt like an asshole, and I was very thankful that they weren't mine. I have been known to send a titty pic. Kipper knows that. Rosie knows that. A lot of people from the OG Boy know that. I will flash a boob on stream. I had no problem doing that. But it's alcohol makes you do the silliest shit. So I told him, dude, they're not mine. And then he was like, that's bullshit, Corey. And I said, I know, Guns. And then I sent him the full shot because I had just cropped it to just the chest and the tits and part of the stomach. So I sent him the full shot with the girl's face and everything. And he was like, okay. So I was like, I told you I would never do that, dude. You're my friend. I would never do that. What? Andrew! He said punching his beetle! She claimed he was a poop lover when she was all along. Are you serious? You can confirm what, Troy? You saw a video? You saw it? That's horrible that's out there. Oh my God. Stop, y'all. I don't know this person. I'm too old for that. Listen to this. It's funny. That's crazy. See, that's what I mean. It's just like, it's all about talking shit and just, she said this stuff about him, and of course everyone ate it up, I'm sure, because Bert gets on there and says, give money to your king, like Elvis used to do. So, yeah, people were they were dying for it. They loved it. People are willing to believe the absolute worst in people. They'll believe the horrible things they hear about someone, but they won't accept the good things they see. That's just the way the human mind is. I think it's just fucking horrible. So there was a study done, and I don't remember who did it, but it was recently. I heard it on talk radio on like social experimenting. And my hair's all fucked up. And in this thing, I can't remember how it went, but they sent the survey out for people just to give their positive view of something. And then they sent another survey out to the same people to give their negative view of something. Almost all of them did the survey for the negative view on something. Hardly any of them did the positive view one. It wasn't worth their time. That's why when you see a Yelp review, nobody ever goes on Yelp and goes, you know what? I'm going to give this place a positive review. They don't do that. They only go to Yelp when they have something bad to say. That's why so many Yelp reviews are bad, because people mentally don't care. As long as you provided a service and everything was fine, they're done with you. But if you have not done them right, they want to tell the world. So you're going to see more negative than you will positive, because people, that's how their brain works. And this is across the population, not in just one part of the world. Bergs has a whiteboard. Do you mean beard? The only job Bergs knows how to do is landscaping. Look at all his videos cutting his parents' lawn. Huh. I give good reviews when they deserve it. Yeah, and you're an exception to that rule. I gotta check I think my shit might be getting ready to go dead. I'm at 34%. I'm okay for now. Oh my God. But yeah, just general. See, Doug listens to talk radio when he's at work. He puts his earbuds in and he listens to talk radio. He likes listening to science broadcasts, things about science, things about social experiments, things about he just likes to be informed. And he comes in and he tells me about these, and then he'll go online and he'll find the podcast and go, you got to listen to this. Most of the time I don't get to it. Guns can confirm I usually don't follow up with what I'm supposed to fucking do like that. I'm glad I'm not a troll. I'm just Johnny P. I don't want bumhole pics. Yeah. Thank you so fucking. I need positive feedback. I have, when the reason this came up with Doug was we were talking about how I only have this many feedbacks from the last 5 months on my eBay. And he said, well, you know why that is, right? And I said, why? And then he told me. He said, I just listened to a podcast about this. And he told me, and he said, people generally don't want to leave feedback. And you've been lucky that you've gotten as many as you have. And they're positive, 100% positive. But he said, it turns out, and then he told me about it. And he told me who did the experiment and everything. And I don't remember. Part-time troll. Yeah, me either, Jonah. I can't stand any of these new weirdos. I don't watch them enough to not be able to stand them. I don't watch them. That way I don't have to worry about it. But, yeah, so most people won't take the time to leave feedback. I have made great strides with some of the eBay buyers before to make the situation correct for them. They wanted it shipped a certain way that went against the way I ship something, but I'm like, whatever, it's going to cost me more to ship it, and it was free fucking shipping. Or it's going to cost me more to ship it, and they only paid this much, but whatever. And then I'm thinking, you go above and beyond for your customer. They're going to appreciate it. No feedback. Most of the time, no feedback. But I haven't let it jade me. I still do the absolute utmost for every customer individually. They're not just a number to me. That is a potential return customer to me. That's what that is. Every customer is a potential return customer. On eBay, I will leave a good review if they deserve it. Then, David, you need to introduce yourself to the new boy to show them how the old boys play. Hondo, I don't even know him. I really don't go many places. Tribes is my only regular. I haven't been to Tribes in a while. His is pretty cool. For a while there, the trolls really... He's got a troll chat anyway, but for a while there, the trolls really ran it over. You couldn't do shit in there, man. They were just constant. Constant. You couldn't go say hi, nothing. It was constant. And that was a while back. That was probably a year and a half ago. Oh, heck no. I want to know these new idiots. I will let you help them. Yeah, it ain't my place to make them fit in. They're the fucking misfits. Exactly. Cutting paper. How do y'all like that? I'm gonna do my ASMR here. Here you go. I don't go in their chats, gentlemen. I lurk, interact with them there. On the LCD spectrum of cringe. It's funny. Oof. Oh. What is your favorite Rolling Stones song? They're on right now. Start Me Up is playing. So it's got me wondering, because I can tell you what one of my top 3 Rolling Stone songs are. I love it. I'm very nostalgic about it. That's probably one of the reasons right there. I like Ski, Ricochet, Weirdo, the Tribe Regulars. I like Ski. Me and Ski-Wee, for the longest time, Ski-Wee gave me a hard time. For years, actually. For years. I think he finally gave up. As hard as he pushed at me, I just didn't come back as hard. I was like, whatever. So, I like Ski. You know, he's fine. I just don't think he takes things that he says and does as seriously as the people he's doing it to. That's probably where he's at. Every time I say something about Ski-Wee, Doug says the same thing. Fuck Ski-Wee. I'm like, Doug, stop it. Just stop it. But, he's like, no, I ain't forgot the shit he said over the years, and I ain't gonna forget. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. I've got 30-some% on my my battery. I was just chatting away on here. I'm at 31 now. Love Ski Juice. I miss Happy Hour. Happy passed away for real? Seriously? What's his real name? I am. But don't you know, Cindy, you're not allowed to say you're happy. People can only get on here and complain. If you come on here and you have back-to-back comments or post that you're miserable or sick or not happy or you're disgruntled, it's fine. But when you come on here with the same power and stamina that you're fucking happy, you're lying. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking happy. Girl, I'm happy. I'm happy. And when you are this happy, you do want to scream it and you want to share it and you want everyone to feel it. You literally want everyone to be as happy as you. You want to give everyone the opportunity to do what you did to make yourself happy. If you're a decent person, you know what I'm saying? And I really want people to be happy that deserve to be happy. What about Warren? Are you saying Warren died? All right. Come on, y'all. What are you saying about Warren? Oh, girl. Or are you girl? I can't even see your icon. I know your name. That's it. Oh, you freaked me out. God. I have not. See, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. But when we get edibles, I did one. I think I told you about it. I literally took a fourth of it. A fucking fourth. Maybe right. Almost a half. I was fucked up. I forgot. I forgot. Um, that I'd taken it. Freebird. Yes, Leonard Skinner from Jacksonville, Florida, motherfucker. Yes. Um, he was talking about how F up you was. How effed up who was? Um, what was I talking about? Oh, the almost half of a gummy. And it's the medical ones. So, me? Who said I was fucked up? We was talking about. I ain't fucked up. So anyway, I ain't paid no mind. I ain't. Oh, I'm sorry. See, my brain's all over the place trying to read the chat and talk. See what happens? Can you hear it? Can you hear that? I gotta turn it down if that's okay. Okay. About only thing is pot. About the only thing that helps me sleep. So given what time it is, guess who's out of pot? I don't even drink anymore. I have all these. I buy these little single things, these little one-shotter deals, like you get in a on an airplane, or you used to get. I don't know if they still do it, but anyway, I have a freezer door full of them. I just don't. I mean, I have I'll buy a variety. They're like $1 to $2 a piece, and yeah. After I ate the gummy bear, 40 minutes later, Doug came in the room, was talking to me, and I was looking up at him, and I started responding. And when I did, I went, "Whoa." And I looked away and just started smiling. And he went, "What?" And I looked up and went, "Nothing. I'm nothing." And I couldn't stop smiling. And he went, "What is wrong with you?" I went, "I ate some of a gummy, just a piece of it." He went, "When?" I looked at the clock. I went, "About 45 minutes ago." And I forgot. And it just hit me. And he went, "Man, you didn't even tell me." I was like, "I'm sorry. I thought I was just going to take the edge off and chill. I'm fucked up." I was like, "Dude, I never did it again, Guns. That was months ago. I never did it again. Mm-mm. I was gone. And it took hours of me being fucked up. But when I went to bed, boy, did I sleep. Holy crap. Cutting off the what? $1 million light bill. Are you telling me happy as skunk ape? I don't think skunk ape is happy. What? No. Yes. Yes. When we fucking hook up, I'm gonna smoke with you. We are gonna burn. We're gonna burn. Yes. I cannot be around David Guns and not burn. I won't do it. I'm gonna get fucked up. Oh, you just paid the water bill? I haven't heard Happy passed, but we thought he started using Skunk Ape. I may be wrong. I don't know, because when I see Skunk Ape and he's talking to me, I don't get a happy vibe. I don't get a Happy Meal vibe at all. Anyway, that doesn't mean anything. I just, Oh, you couldn't stop Doug. Are you kidding me? He'll be elated. I hadn't, that other than the gummy, I hadn't smoked any since. It was one night in the RV and I was on stream. And Doug walked over. I was on Periscope, and Doug walked over and handed me a joint. And I hit it and gave it back to him. And then before that, it was in the mobile home park when we first moved here. When I first came here, and then Doug came here, then we found the place that we rented. It was New Year's Eve 2015. I smoked. And that was it. That's literally, I can name you the exact times I smoked. That's how rarely I do the shit. Okay. All right, so what is Happy's real name? What's his, I mean, how would anyone know he passed away unless they knew his name? Ronald? Y'all know, one of my favorite songs by Leonard Skinner is Curtis Lowe. Love that song. Simple Man is the other one. That's my song for my son. Yeah, being in Florida, I don't got to worry about no heating bill. Maybe about 2 months out of the whole year. But the convenience store, the little corner store that inspired the song Curtis Lowe, they just tore it down about a month and a half ago. And I wanted to go out there and get some of the cinder block where they busted it all. I was going to get some cinder block from that store because I'm a huge Leonard Skinner fan, and we never got out there. I found out about it the day after. They said well, the day before they did it, but I didn't see the video till the day after when they were talking about it on the news. The actual location where Ronnie Van Zant would walk when he was a kid and get his snacks, and the guys, the old black men that would hang around out there. And Curtis Lowe's not a real man. It's not a real person. But he's kind of a conglomeration of all of those old men and the experiences he had himself going up to that store. So they shouldn't have torn that down. That was fucked up. That was, are you kidding me? That was a landmark for Jacksonville. They shouldn't have torn that down. There are still some Van Zants in the area here, so. Skiwi has ripped everyone. Rip this one, rip that one, rip that one. He has said rip about some of them that gave me great joy. I mean, I've never wished death on anyone, but I have smiled while reading an obituary now and then, because I've never wished death on anyone. That's not cool. But I mean, if you died and you were worthless, I mean, like when I heard that Jeffrey Dahmer was killed. Good. Fuck him. Shit like that. So it went from Leonard Skinner to you two. Really? This channel's all over the fucking place. When I lived in Virginia, we listened to FM 99. FM 99 WNOR. That was the rock station. You could hear all the way back to Foghat. Fucking Foghat, man. What the fuck? I'm telling on my age, man. Oh, Cupcake Zinger. That was fucked up. Yep. Ted Nugent's a scuzzbag. I have to admit, when they announce his obituary, I'm going to smile at that one. I'm allowed to not cry when garbage gets taken out. That dude's hardcore pedophile. Hardcore pedophile. Literally was screwing a 12-year-old girl that he basically bought from her mother. Bragged about it, by the way. And now he has an entire political party that loves him, but claims that pedophiles are bad. But they love him. Jesus Christ. You didn't darken the mood. You didn't. Yeah, Andrew, you know, there's another video I put up back in 2015 about Cupcake Zinger before she was around. She found all of y'all because of me. She followed me here because she was mad at me about something, and I didn't know it. I didn't know she was mad at me until she stopped being my friend and blocked me on Facebook. So that happened. I need to make a drink. I'm going to lose my connection, no doubt. Which means that's when I'll know. Oh, God, my knees hurt. Oh, motherfuck. That's when I know that it's all over. And I have to get off of here because I'm going to lose my... I'm at 27%. You see all this shit? You know what this is, right, y'all? Do y'all know what this is? This is a woman that has bad skin anyway and has to be super careful of what she uses on it and the food she eats, combined with having to wear a mask everywhere she goes. The mask has wreaked havoc on my skin. There's really nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to have to wait for the mask part to die down, and then I can reclaim my face. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I was looking online and I saw a couple of other people talking about it in a chat about having problems with their skin. No. I'm just, my battery's low. My Thanksgiving plans? Me and Doug are going to Golden Corral. Is it that late? Really? Is it that late? I gotta let the dog out of the room. Hold on, she's in the room. Come on, Mama. She wants me to make her bed. Hold on. What, Mama? Okay, hold on. Okay. Come lay down. Lay down. Go. Lay down. Good girl. Lay down. Good girl. Good night. Sorry. Me and Doug are going to Golden Corral for Thanksgiving because it's just me and Doug. You know, there's like nobody here. So it's just going to be him and me. And we're trying to get Will and his boyfriend to go with us, because they don't really have anybody here either. It's just them. So, you know, we try to do stuff with them. We just don't always get the chance to because our schedules are kind of fucked up together. You know, we don't... I gotta find a cup. I'm gonna show y'all. Look at this shit right here. Check this out. I've got so many of these little... Look. This is just some of them. I just keep stockpiling them. And I don't ever really drink them. Look, I try them. See that? I just try them. I don't even really... Like this one, I got orange juice and I made myself a screwdriver. What am I going to cook a turkey breast for? My birthday is the day after. I'm not cooking shit. And Doug wants to go to Golden Corral for Thanksgiving. I said, fine with me. And you'd have to understand, it's hard to make a full-blown meal when we don't have the kids here. You know, we don't have anybody here. And it's just a reminder it's hard. Anyone who's lived away from family and has to experience a holiday like that where you're typically with a bunch of people, they'll understand. You know, it's hard. And it's just a lot easier on us both, on our hearts, if we just, I'm going to use this one. Vanilla? Oh no, I had a honey one. I have a brandy. No, I don't want the brandy. Hold on. This one is Yukon Jack honey. Woohoo! I'm pulling an all-nighter. I ain't going to bed. Fuck it. But I'm also not going to drink anything more. I got $40 off Target. Got my meal for free. Did you use the Ibotta thing? I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Know what anybody says. I love Florida. I fucking love Florida. But I'm always open to relocating. For real. Like, always open to relocating. Nothing with my life is set in stone. How boring a life that would be, right? Fucking lid. I'm already bored with it. I don't want to drink that. I'm going to get a water. And even claims he has it right now, so he's staying the hell away from the babies. To my sister's Thanksgiving, only one that won't be there is my brother. He got the COVID. Oh, oh, that's bad. Y'all know how I feel about that. I've lost so many friends, man. I've lost so many friends. Well, the Ibotta thing, it's a whole meal you get from Walmart, and you scan your receipt and you get all the money back. You basically get your whole meal for free. It's the same thing. Dixie Babe, I would, but I just don't have time. I don't watch anybody. I have tried to grab a minute of Rosie's streams, the last couple, like in the last like 5 days, I've tried to hit 2 of them and just say hi, and then listen in for a while I'm working. But I just don't have time, you know. Yeah, but David, you got families. It's literally just me and Doug, and this kind of puts a new spin on it. And I'm not sentimental about it to the point I have to do it, but that makes it easier to avoid the sadness of not having the kids here, I guess. No, that's terrible. And if we did have a meal here, it would be baked macaroni and cheese, just a shank of ham, a small bird. I don't want turkey breast because I don't like white meat. I don't fucking like it. So it would be the mac and cheese, a shank of ham. All right, when it was a big to do, when our kids were still at home and we had family and stuff around, we would go to Smithfield and get a Smithfield ham because I'm from Virginia. I grew up on Smithfield ham. We always had a salt cured smoked Smithfield ham, the kind that hangs in the store in the bag and the paper wrapped around it inside the bag that you have to soak in water in a tote and then take it out, dump the water, and then soak it again 2 more times just to get the salt cure out. I grew up on that. That's just what I fucking ate. But now that it's just me and Doug, like I say, ham shank, little bird. Yeah, that's me. I always stop in to let her know that I'm thinking of her, you know. She has a special place in my heart. I really love her so much. And I know she feels the same way about me. I don't need to prove it to anybody, and she doesn't either. That's what friendship is. You know, you don't care what everyone else is saying. You're like, yeah, fuck them. I'm like, yeah, fuck them. But anyway, I'd have cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, real potatoes. We don't do instant shit when we make them. Not for the holiday shit. So real mashed potatoes, probably either corn on the cob or buttered corn that we cut off the cob. During the holidays, you go that extra mile. You know, you put the sour cream in your potatoes to give it that. Look, I'm going to drool. Look at that. So, I'm listening to Journey now. So, I'm sure we'd have a bread. And I have this custard that I make, this pie. I have my own egg custard and my own coconut custard pie. That's my recipe that I will never share. And Doug insists that I make it. So even though we're not eating home this time, I am making my custard pies. He wants at least one egg custard and one coconut custard. So I will be making those. And a genuine cake textured cheesecake. We don't do Thanksgiving. Did I tell you Rosie is my true love? Is she really? She's mine too. Yeah, I don't do Black Friday. And with everyone living so far away now, I just send money. It's easier. I'm like, here, you know what they want? Go buy it and then put my name on it. I don't know. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? I was born in Virginia and raised in Florida. My bad. I've lived in Florida so long, I might have been born there. I think you mentioned that before. What part of Virginia? You better share with me. I'm sharing my grandma's ribbon jello cake. I told you. Okay, fine. Fine. But mine is so simple. It's like, it's so simple. I haven't made it in a while. Been a year, put it like that. And last year I didn't make it at all because the boys weren't here. But I made it before, you know, years before. But last year I didn't make it. Doug wanted me to, and I just couldn't bring myself to because my boys were gone. Really? I just can't get that into the creativity of a single meal. I miss when Doug's aunt was alive and his uncle and all the family was still fairly young. The kids weren't grown, and the nieces, the nephews, the cousins, they weren't grown and married and have kids of their own yet. And I mean, we did, but his cousins didn't. They were all still young. And we all got together every freaking Christmas, every freaking Thanksgiving. And of course, you got to make the rounds. You got to go to your family. You got to go to his family. And there was always so much food. Oh my God. So much. Just everybody brought 2 or 3 things a piece. So nobody was overwhelmed with the burden of making so much stuff. And it was just great. It was great. You are not eating freaking coleslaw on Thanksgiving. You stop. Yours is simple, but yeah, you told me it took a lot of time. Oh yeah, Troy, how old will you be? Will you be 30? You 31? How old are you going to be 31, right? I can't remember. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. I mean, I could jump in the car and go be with family for the holidays, but I mean, I have responsibilities here. I've got my reselling. I have to be on top of shit. I can't be gone for 2, 3, 4 days. I can't do that. And B, I have pets. I can't just leave my pets, you know. I have to care for my animals. What does that say? White? Is it Whiteville? What is that? I don't know what you're typing there. I'm at 22%. I'm from Portsmouth. Portsmouth. Yeah, you did. You told us. That's terrible. Yeah. I mean, I'm really sorry. That really does suck. Oh, you know, I was talking to you about my mom and dad. You guys, my dad was suffering from pretty quickly accelerating dementia. He saw people that weren't there. Y'all listen to me very good now, okay? Everyone I tell about this is like, what? My dad was definitely spiraling in that direction. He was hearing conversations that weren't actually happening and remembering things that weren't said. He was seeing people that weren't there. One night he told my mom to open the bedroom door slowly because there was a bird in there, and there was no bird. He didn't want her to hurt the bird, so to be really careful middle of the night. He was falling more. He was in and out of the hospital more because of seizures and passing out. He was just, dementia was taking a toll on him. And I hadn't talked about it, but I can tell you right now, when I talked to him in the hospital and he didn't remember me, and she had me on speakerphone, my mom did, and she said, "What's her name?" He couldn't remember my name. And he was making this weird sound, blah, 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 blah. He kept doing that. And I just sat there and cried. So he couldn't hear me. I kept, that my dad was gone. And this was about 2 months ago. And she said, "Do you remember Doug?" Because Doug went, "Hey, Teddy." And he went, "No." She said, "That's Corey's husband." So they talked for a minute, and then she said, "Now, who's Corey?" He went, "That's my daughter." She said, "Now, who's Doug?" And he went, "That's my daughter's husband." And to hear my dad refer to me as daughter and Doug, who's been around since '89, as daughter's husband, was heartbreaking. I have a whole new respect and understanding for the children of parents with dementia and Alzheimer's. So when he went into the hospital, they took him off of his insulin again. He had gone back on it. He's off of it again. He's on another medicine to create his own. And that helped him. And then they put him on Aricept. And I did not know. And I called to check on him, and it had been about 2 weeks since the hospital talk. And I called my mom, and she answered, and we were on FaceTime. We were on Facebook. And I said, "How's Dad?" Usually the answer is about the same, But I said, "How's Dad?" And she went, "Oh, he's fine." And I went, "So he's about the same?" She went, "No, he's fine." And I went, "What do you mean he's fine?" And I could hear him in the background having a conversation with my uncle's wife, my uncle that passed away, his wife, my Uncle Wayne. That's, Wayne. And I went, "Is that him? He's just talking?" She went, "Oh, yeah." And she told me what happened. She said he's on this medicine. And I went, "What's the name of this medicine, Mom?" "This miracle medicine." She went, "I don't remember." So she goes looking through all of his medication, and I'm just sitting there like blown away. And I'm still hearing my dad have a conversation in the background like nothing, just like talking about random things. And then she tells me the name of it. So I looked it up, and the brand name is Aricept. And then I called the other day. I mean, when she told me that, I was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." She said, "It's like nothing ever happened. After months of dealing with this, it's like nothing ever happened." It completely reversed it. Completely fucking reversed it. It's gone. So I called her the other day, and I was talking to her, and my dad walked up and said he wanted to go out in the shed and get something, and I couldn't really make it out. And then she said, "Can we do it tomorrow? It's late. I'm tired." And I said, "What is it?" Now, my dad's 80. And he's always had this hobby of leather work, woodwork. That's what he does since he's retired. And makes knives and stuff like that. And she said, your daddy wants to go out the shed and get a 6-foot board because he's making a mold for a knife case he needs to make, but he needs to make the mold. And I went, what? She said, yeah, he's got to cut those sections. And I went, that makes me so fucking happy, Mom. And I was crying and she's laughing. And I went, think about what I'm seeing on my end being so far away. I've been hearing horrible things for months and I've kept it to myself. I've not shared it anywhere. And now you're telling me Dad's going out to get something to cut with power tools? I was so happy, y'all. I was so fucking happy. And so that's where that is. And I'm mentioning it because it's of interest to me, and it's very important to me because I never shared this. You guys know that. I've not shared any of this, but Aricept is a fucking miracle. A miracle. It's like my mom said, all the prayer in the world didn't do shit. Gave him some fucking Aricept and the man's back. He's back. And my mom went through a lot. It was really hard. It was really hard on her because there's no one around them. It's just her and my dad. So, Aricept. If you have a relative with Alzheimer's or dementia, I don't care how severe it is. I don't give a fuck because I'm telling you, I know how my dad had gotten really fast. And his diagnosis from the doctor was bad. And then they said, we're just going to try this and see what happens. And bam, he's back like nothing ever happened. Mention it to your relative's physician. If you have to beg and plead for the insurance to pay for it, do it. Give somebody a hand job, make it happen. Do it. It's amazing. David, if you lived anywhere else in the world, you could afford to medicate. America is the designated place for corporate welfare. They will make money hand over fist here because our country has all the politicians that can be bought for the well-being of corporations and pharmaceuticals. Just look at the fucking other countries, man. The same pharmaceutical companies we deal with also deal with every other country. We are the only ones where they make their money. If we folded on them and said, no, fuck you, we're not going to sell your shit unless we have to pay $5 as well, the pharmaceutical companies would go broke. We're the only country keeping them afloat. That's not my opinion. Go read. Go read on that shit. I'm not going to say do your research because that's turned into a conservative talking point that just makes them look that much dumber. So I will not say do your research. I'm saying go look at the numbers. Go look at the stats over like 20 years. We should not be keeping them afloat, but we are. You can go anywhere else and you can afford to get anything you fucking need. You can walk right in and you buy it and you go home. No issue. You do not have to refinance your home or sell your home and downgrade your home in order to afford medicine you need to live. But here you do. Even after I know that she sold property, she doesn't know me. She chose him over me. I'm really sorry that happened. My grandfather was a coal miner and in lumber in West Virginia after he came home from the war. What part? Because Doug's got family in Morgantown. Yeah, an example for the same insulin brand in Canada is much cheaper than, oh, absolutely. And if you live in Cuba, they basically give you your medication. You're not paying shit for it. It's because there are so many middlemen adding $1 or more on every med. Look at Canada. It goes from the manufacturer to one middleman, then to the drugstore. Here we have 10 or more middlemen. It ain't just that. Regardless of what the reason is, we are the United States of corporations. It is not about us. It has not been about American people in a long time. A long time. Oh, this is my song for my kids. One of them. Landslide. Yep, that's for my babies ever since they were little. Yep. I know what these pharmaceutical companies that package in the States here, I know what they go through. The drug that was used, the final fatal drug that was used for executions, the lethal injection, it was when it was made in the US, which it's not, it was made in Rocky Mount at, it used to be Abbott, then it was Hospira, and now it's Pfizer. Doug worked up there. My cousins both worked up there, and a bunch of our friends worked there. Now it's not made in the US anymore, it's made in Sweden. And that just happened a couple years ago. They have, Hospira has a place in Sweden as well, so they just make it there only. But the place where Doug worked in Rocky Mount, they make injectables, and it's Pfizer now, because it was Abbott, then Hospira bought it, and then Pfizer bought it. So, Doug was working for a maintenance company that was contracted there. So, he made really good money. When anything you do in a pharmaceutical company, you're going to make good cash. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you work in the cafeteria, you're making money. I live near Lower Half, West Virginia. But when they closed down the metal fabrication place he worked at, a lot of the guys went to work at this maintenance thing. A couple of those guys. They told Doug about it. They're like, they're paying good. Let's do this. But they go through so much shit to Shane worked there for a while. My daughter Shane, she inspected for particles, the little vials of injectables. They were put into a machine, and you had to have really good eyesight, and you would be able to see under this weird light if there were particles in there, and if they were, they got rejected. And that's what she did there for a while. But what do you hear in the song, like a white-winged dove? I don't know what. I don't think I know that song. But anyway, the rigors, that they go through, and the anti-contaminant thing, everything that they have to do to stay clean, covered, multiple layers. Like, you'll go into one section to enter a room, you go into one area and you put on all your stuff. You go into the next area, you put another layer of the same stuff on. You go into the next door, airtight, air sealed, and you put on another layer of the same shit. So you're covered in all of these contaminant protective things. Tons of money goes into just entering a room. And when Doug would have to go into the same room to measure something, and then leave the room and leave the building and cut something and come back in and go back in that room, he had to go through that procedure every time. And he would go into some of these rooms 5 times, 10 times a day. 5 or 10 times a day of putting on multiple layers of shit as you enter each section of a room. I mean, there's a lot of money that goes into doing the pharmaceutical thing, especially for injectables. They did some pills there, but their main thing was injectables. I think my heat is kicked on. Andrew, what did you take off there? I didn't see it. But I think I'm going to lose my battery here. Yep, it's getting there. Illy, oh no, my baby. Spotlight. It's very costly. So I understand why it costs a lot, but what I don't understand is why America's the one footing the fucking bill. It's not right. And they don't want you to delve into it. They don't want you to fucking look into it, ever. They want to change the subject. They want to distract, but they don't want you to realize the fact. The fact of the matter is, our politicians are paid to shut the fuck up. They take gifts. They take money from lobbyists. Please. It's almost time to give Buddy his diabetes meds and feed my pups. Yeah? It is 6:15. Jesus Christ, Guns, why would you let me do this to myself? You hate me. You don't love me. When you're talking in your sleep. The romantics. Are you fucking kidding me right now? With this shit, the romantics. A couple of New York guys with big afros. Them Jew boy afros. You remember them? I should run for president. Anyone can do so. Why not? It seems like anyone can. You got Howard Stern talking about running for president. I like Howard Stern, but I wouldn't. I'm done with these celebrity president politicians. You know, just because Ronald Reagan became president, got dementia his third year of his first term, and people were still like smitten by him because he was Ronald Reagan. And then you have Arnold Schwarzenegger over there, governor of California. I'm like, okay, enough. We're done. We need normal people that know what the fuck they're talking about. We're not doing this fanboy bullshit. Howard Stern has truly... Are you seriously on my keyboard? Bitch, please. Howard Stern has truly chilled the fuck out with age. I've noticed that. All right, Troy, good night. Thanks for coming in. Nice chill chat. I really appreciate that. That was great. It was fun. But I haven't listened to Howard Stern in a long time. Doug listens to him a lot. He was like, Howard Stern's not like he used to be back when we were teenagers and we listened to him. And, he's been filling me in and stuff. And I listened to a couple of things from him after that, and I was really shocked that he's just grown. He's not the same person he was. And any influence he's had in his life has been in a positive, beneficial way for everyone. I mean, he's just a good person now. I like him. I just wouldn't vote for him for president. This isn't about celebrity White House. This is not a freaking game show or reality show. This is our country. I'm just not down with it. Not going to do it. I may change my mind down the road if I can hear what his ideas are, but right now, of what I know of him, I'm not interested. Yeah, that's how Doug plays him. He's got that Sirius XM shit. Oh. The car we've got came with satellite radio already in it, and we got like 2 months free immediately when we got the car, and we were like, oh cool, it's got satellite radio. And he tried to get it in the car, so he paid for it, and it ended up going on his fucking phone. He was like, man, they gave it to me on my phone, I don't have it in the car. And I was like, that's bullshit. Call and tell him you weren't trying to get it on your phone. You wanted it in the car. Register the car. He was like, I don't know how to do that. So he just hasn't done it yet. Okay, so if I could take care, girl. Have a good night. Take care, Guns and chat. Take care. I'm going to take my dogs out to go potty and then feed them. Wash my face. Start some coffee. Andrew, thanks for coming in. It was nice having you in the chat. Yeah, me and Guns talk about that too. We've talked about that before. The old time radio shows, they're awesome. I told him I like the Lake Wobegon. I love it. I love Lake Wobegon. I do. I used to listen to that with my daddy. Me and my daddy would go riding on Sundays, and we would listen to Paul Harvey, and we would listen to Lake Wobegon. Loved it. Oh, Thank you, Dixie babe. That was very nice of you. I really appreciate that. I'm going to start trying to do banger chats if I can get panels of good people just to chat about stuff, you know, without a lot of drama. So hopefully you'll see more of that. My cat's falling asleep. I'm down to 12% now, I think. Yeah, I'm at 13%. So I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, and Guns, I have a bone to pick with you. I saw where I sent something and you didn't accept it a couple years ago, and I just saw it. Yeah, tell me how later, because see, we've never had satellite radios. When he got this, I tell him not to do technological shit without me, because I don't know a lot about it. He knows less than me. I could punch you if I could reach you. Tell you later. I saw it the other day and I was like, that motherfucker. I don't know what happened to it, but you didn't get it. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet? Yes, I think so. I think. But I wanted it that way. Any love is good love. So I took what I could get. With them big brown eyes. Yeah, we'll talk later. I love that song. I need to get my Harman Kardon speaker set up because I love music. Who doesn't love music? Any love is good love in. Not for sure. Took me to her doctor, and he poured me up a cure. Any love, good loving. So I took what I could get, and then listened to me with the brown eyes. I said, cat's interested. Smoked up a cure? Thought he poured him up a cure. It don't matter, it's still a good song. I'm losing my battery, but I just love y'all so much. It's wake and bake time. Took my bong out. I gotta show you my hookah. Doug bought a hookah for $3 at a yard sale. It's beautiful. It's big. It's got the hoses. It's beautiful. Got us a hookah. I asked her, did she have any tobacco blocks? And she didn't have any. I was like, it don't matter because we ain't gonna smoke tobacco in it. My daughter had a big bong for a long time and she fucking broke it. I had a home where my kids just smoked weed. I mean, if I walked in their room and I smelled it, they thought I didn't smell it, but I smelled it. I knew they were smoking, you know. And then one night my son was having a get together for his birthday and he had all of his buddies hanging and they were staying the night and they were all going to go out to eat. And we were going to take them all and just pay for the whole shebang. We have like 10 kids. We were, well, teenagers. And I walked in and one of them was passing a joint. And I walked in the door. None of them really were familiar with me that much other than seeing me here and there. And I went, what the fuck? And they all just stopped and were like, oh, shit. And one of them went, oh, shit. And Wayne just kind of rolled his eyes like, really, Mom? Because he had told me, Mom, we're going to be smoking weed. Please don't make a scene. I was like, I ain't going to say nothing. It's your birthday. And I said, what the fuck? And they went, we're sorry, Miss Briggs. I went, how in the hell are you going to sit here and smoke weed in my house and not ask me if I want any. They laughed so hard. I was like, give me that shit. So yeah, I went, nah, I'm just playing. Y'all have fun. I'm out of here. I didn't see nothing. But yeah. See, and my dad smoked weed and I didn't know it. Jimmy Harrell, which is a friend of my sister's, that he hung out with my sisters. I'm the youngest. Well, him and I are Facebook friends now, and everyone had a crush on him. So me and him talk. I haven't talked to him in a while, but we talk on Facebook. We call each other, and I find out my dad and him smoked weed. I didn't know that, and my sister had told me, but I didn't believe her. But Pop's been smoking weed since he was 19 and still. I smoked my first one when I was 9 or 10, something like that. Yeah, with Brian. It was from Brian Boyce, my friend's brother. He's passed away. He was with the Renegades, I think. He was with the Renegades. Yeah. And he passed a couple years ago in July. Yeah. Yeah, that was really funny. His friends' faces were like, ooh, and his buddy was like, oh shit. I said, but they thought I was mad. I said, without asking me if I want some. Like, all my kids' friends are like, your mom is so cool. Like, they have always said that. Their friends would come over and hang out with me even if they weren't there. They would be like, hey, what's up? I'd say they're not home. They're like, it's cool. Can I just hang? I'm like, I don't care. So, I mean, they would come over and hang out with me. It was not a big deal. Ever. Yeah. Crazy. Aerosmith. Aerosmith. All right, well, I'm down to 12%. Shit, this thing's taking a while to die, isn't it? Hey, kitty. Illy. Oh, no. Guns, we've got to get together. If you tell me yes, me and Doug will drive there. Me and Doug will come there. I'm not even kidding. I will board my animals and I will come there when I go and see my family. Not see my family and go see you, but like when I make my runs, I will come there. No, I'm not even kidding you. And we will drink. And then we will smoke. But we can't do both at the same time because I am stupid. If I smoke and drink, done. I won't get a word out because I can't stop laughing. Not even for 5 seconds. I will just sit there on the floor with tears pouring down my face from crying, and I can't stop. I mean, from laughing, not from crying. You guys are welcome anytime. I know. But you just say the word, and I'll make the plans. I'll reserve the hotel room, and I'm there. I'm there. I haven't drank in a while either, so I know. But you know how hard it is to get away from just life, when you got shit going on. Oh, okay. Cool too. There you go. But like, see, once Doug does quit his job and we're both reselling full time, man, that opens up a lot of doors for us to go where we want to go and do what we want to do. And of course, as you know, as long as I buy stuff on my trip to resell, it is a business trip. It is a fucking write-off. It is a business trip. The mileage, everything, the rental of a vehicle, everything. And believe me, I'm not going to travel out of state and not hit some thrift stores and stock up on some good shit. Not going to do it. I gotta, yeah, I'm down to 10% that quick. I was just at 12. All right. Shame on me. It's 6:30. I got to get off of here. It's the weekend. You guys, congratulations. You made it to the end of the week. It's the fucking weekend. I love the weekends. I get Doug exclusively to myself, 100%. That's when we thrift. We go to the flea market. We go to yard sales. Tomorrow, Saturday. That's my day. That's my day. Yeah, I got to get my day going. I got to go start my coffee and turn on some music and disturb the neighbors. Taco Friday. Oh, don't make me want to eat. Doug made spaghetti. I'm stuffed. I can't. No. But anyway, I'm trying to get Doug to do a stream with me one night so we can do a Q&A so people can ask silly shit, whatever they want, and he can answer and I can answer or whatever. So maybe I can get him to do that this weekend. And we may do it here. We may do it on Banger Chat. Probably here. But I'll try to get him to. But we're so busy on the weekends. It's insane. But anyway, love you all. And thank y'all for coming. And it was so fun. And Dixie, babe, thank you so much for the money there. That was awesome. The contribution. I don't even know. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called now. Super chat. The super chat. I can't remember what it's called. You have some questions for Doug. He'll answer. He'll answer. He's pretty shy, but he'll answer. Anyway, you guys are awesome. This was fun. A waste of my time, 3 hours, but I didn't want to work anymore. I wanted to take a break. Yes, y'all are a waste of my time. Anyway, good night or good day or whatever you're having. Bye.